Welcome back. The news in details. President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi received a phone call from his Russian counterpart, Vladimir Putin, on Monday. The two leaders discussed means of fostering bilateral relations, particularly the joint cooperation in the economic, industrial and energy fields. The phone talks tackled the work progress of a Daba plant project for producing electricity from nuclear energy and the project of the Russian industrial zone in east of Bursaid. During the call, President al-Sisi praised Egypt's partnership with Russia within the framework of the Comprehensive Strategic Partnership Agreement, which helps in expanding the horizons of cooperation in various domains. For his part, Putin expressed keenness on bolstering ties with Egypt and pushing forward coordination and consultations over several regional and international issues of mutual concern. Putin also hailed Egypt's key role in preserving peace and security and boosting political settlements for the current regional crises. President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi held a meeting on Monday with Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli and Minister of Telecommunications and Information Technology Amr Talat to follow up on the national projects related to the IT sector. During the meeting, President al-Sisi directed to expand the use of the latest technologies in digital database systems. The Telecommunications and Information Technology Minister reviewed the latest developments in the projects implemented by his ministry in the IT sector, including the inauguration of Misr Information University and the ministry's efforts in the state's digitalization track. The head of state was also briefed on the efforts exerted by the ministry in the Decent Life initiative aimed at developing the rural villages. Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli on Monday hailed undergoing renovation project at Muhammad Ali Pasha's palace in the Karu suburb of Shubra. Inspecting the finishing touches of the palace ahead of its reopening, Madbouli admired the light show designs at the palace, saying they remarkably reflect the beauty and the authenticity of the historic site. In the tour, the Prime Minister was accompanied by Minister of Tourism and Antiquities Khaled Anani, who briefed him on the renovations at the palace that dates back to 1821. Foreign Minister Sameh Shukri on Monday met with the visiting EU Commissioner for Home Affairs, Elva Johansson. During the meeting, Shukri reviewed Egypt's comprehensive strategy in dealing with the illegal immigration issue and involving in the international dialogues to reach positive conditions for migrants. Foreign Ministry spokesman Ahmed Hafiz said that the meeting dealt with means of pushing cooperation between Egypt and the EU over the migration file. He added that the minister pointed out to the country's stance, which is based on the respect of migrants and the refugees' human rights, and helps in integrating them in the society. Shukri also stressed on the importance of creating new paths for migration to Europe as a solution for the illegal migration issue within the European market's needs for the Egyptian employment. The top diplomat reviewed Egypt's vision in uprooting the reasons beyond the issue and boosting the paths of legal migration, as well as providing support for refugees, pointing out to the efforts exerted to host more than 1 million refugees and providing them with basic services. For her part, the EU Commissioner praised Egypt's efforts in confronting the illegal immigration issue and hosting refugees on its territories. Welcome back. Egypt's stock indices collectively slid in the trading session on Monday after being affected by profit-making selling operations of shares in different categories. The benchmark EGX 30 index slid by 1.43%. The EGX 70 index for small and medium businesses also slid by 3.23%. And the broader EGX 100 index slid by 2.57%. After all indices slid by sales of investors, the market capitalization lost 14.9 billion Egyptian pounds to close at 719.84 billion amid transactions of about 2 billion pounds. Prime Minister Dr. Mustafa Madbouli said on Monday the government is continuing its support to the private sector, stressing that the aim is to give it more space to carry out many current developmental and services projects. This came at a meeting chaired by Premier Madbouli with the Economic Ministerial Group. He also pointed to a study filed by the Information and Decision Support Centre to put a comprehensive strategy to empower the private sector and enhance its role in the Egyptian economy and provide it with international experience. Madbouli also assigned ministries to revise the strategy, paving the way to present it to President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, then announce the state's integral view to support the private sector by the end of this year. He also mentioned the package of stimulants that have been announced lately to support the stock market and improve the investment atmosphere in businesses, stressing that these stimulants will have a role in supporting the abilities and competitiveness of the Egyptian stock market.